That takes us over to the tag team. Before we do the good tag team stuff, let's do the bad tag team stuff.
Would you call it bad?
No, it was fine, but it barely existed.
You told me that there was like a week of build to this, and I was shocked. So
There was that one segment where Jeff Hammond was working out in the ring with 3LK.
I forgot that doesn't count as a real build. I was so confused by that. I was like, who is this random fucking nerd hanging out with 3LK? I was like, what fucking kind of, like, is this Billy Gunn? Is he here for the 4LK run? What's going on?
Yeah, so they show a thing where before the show, Jeff Hammond he's just working out. He's doing some running some spots with the 3 Live Crew. And then Shane and Kazarian come up and just start mocking him and start like, Don West characterizes it on commentary later. He's like, he started saying there's no left turns here, mocking him for NASCAR. It's like, owned. And that is the only build you do get to the Kazarian and Daniels against 3 Live Crew match on the pay-per-view.
Which is actually good.
Yeah, like we were mentioning the watch along, there's 2 minutes of Conan chain wrestling at the start of this match. Where like he comes in there, crowd are hot. He does a bunch of really good looking chain wrestling. It's really smooth. It's really like crisp. And if you just watch those 2 minutes of Conan, you would think he is in fact the best wrestler in this company.
Yeah, because the thing about Conan too is he has all this fucking charisma about him as well. So it's like it's like a whole era of these dudes where you're like, you have all the charisma in the fucking world, but you just don't care about work rate because you've come up in an era or you've been in companies at their peaks where like work rate is not a priority. But if you just had both, you'd be fucking all-time greats.
Or a little bit of Conan at this stage. He is in his physical decline. He's out of his prime.
I was using Conan as a platform for more of a general point, but I understand.
So yeah, you do get the catchphrase guys with their 3 Live Crew, and they're super over here, and like this is what they should be doing. Really good, fast, energetic 8-minute matches. That's all 3 Live Crews should ever be doing. I shouldn't hear them talk, or unless they're doing their catchphrases. I'll allow them to do the Conan and BG catchphrase. Ron doesn't get a catchphrase, which is a little upsetting. The other two hit their catchphrases, but poor Ron gets nothing.
What would Ron's catchphrase be?
This mother is a bad jam.
What's up?
Oh, yes. He doesn't get that until 2006, so.
Maybe the most famous of all the catchphrases. Actually, it's probably pretty fucking even all around, right?
Yeah, and people might not know. A TNA catchphrase before a WWE catchphrase.
Isn't it a TNA song?
It is. He debuts the song in TNA.
There you go.
He's one of the very rare people to take their TNA theme song to WWE. He's just like Cody Rhodes.
And Mickey James.
Yes, she counts too.
I'm surprised that that's even happened 3 times, to be honest.
Mm.
When has there been other instances of people bringing outside themes and using them in WWE? There can't be a lot.
Yeah, WWE are very, very particular about what they own, which I guess makes sense when you think about it. But
WCW themes that made it over, I guess.
There weren't even a ton of those. Like Billy Kidman's at the start, but they changed it.
Well, good. Wait, no, was his WWE theme the rapey one or the WCW one?
WWE one was the rapey one.
Oh, no. Like, Goldberg? Did he have a WCW theme? Was they the same?
His was remixed, but I think it's more or less the same song.
They changed Stings.
Yeah, NWO was a big one.
Yes.
And Hogan did have Voodoo Child in both companies for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of the WCW ones are true. Like Ray never had his WCW theme. Jericho never had his WCW theme. The Radicals never had their WCW themes. All those people came in. Chronic had their WCW theme.
Chronic. Oh, Garrett, do you love Chronic?
I don't mind Chronic.
Oh, well then, hope you're looking forward to WWA.
Oh, good.
Well, you'll get to see like a 15-minute Chronic match.
I'm excited.
Good. I'm glad. Hey, Garrett.
Yes?
You like Alan Funk?
That's Bruce, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to see him do a 20-minute Hulk Hogan gimmick.
I want to see Bruce at all times.
I don't think you do.
Look forward to that at Christmas. It was fun to see Daniels and Kazarian on a team together. That's a fun little foreshadowing toward Bad Influence and SCU.
Bad Influence, of course. The goatest of the goat themes.
Michael Shane, original SCU member.
We already tried to sell that.
There's like the 3 steps to SCU. There's this one-off tag team with Shazarian. There's then Ego, the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Organization with Bobby Roode. Good stable, short-lived. Didn't have enough long enough of a run.
Did Bobby leave at that point? Was that what shut that down? I remember it at the time.
Danielson Kazarian left.
Oh yeah, and then he did Dirty Heels.
Yeah,
Was that before?
And then Roode moved on to Dirty Heels with Aries. Well, no, he would have done it with beforehand as well. So it was Dirty Heels, then Ego, then back to Dirty Heels.
I liked Dirty Heels.
They were a good team. They had some good matches.
Yeah, I remember that was sort of towards... This is some real third hour shit right now. Let's just talk about TNA memories. I remember towards my end of interest in Impact, once, I think with a lot of people, the Aces and Eights run killed my weekly viewership, but I really did enjoy those Bad Influence, Ego, Dirty Heels runs.
Those were good teams, good wrestlers doing good stuff.
Yeah, I think the last thing I watched, like made sure to watch, was like the AJ face turn.
Yeah, heading into Bound for Glory 2013.
Yeah, which is also an all-time moment that the crowd does not pop nearly good enough for.
Or the Evil Ways into Get Ready to Fly.
Yes. That crowd kind of is mild for that, and I just want to go in there and like edit a fucking Road Warriors pop over it, because it's a perfectly built angle that just doesn't get the hype that it should have.
That transition rules as well.
Yeah.
But Tree Life Crew won. They hit their assisted leg lariat thing they do, where BG and Conan lift the opponent up, and Ron hits a leg lariat on Shane for the win.
Joke's on you. You won't be able to clip that for the YouTube because there's a big 10-minute interlude in the middle of it.
Honestly, if you looked at the title for the NYC against...
we talk about anything except the match.
Yeah, I enjoyed that title. It's like we talk about literally anything but this match.
I think we just started talking about IMDb's.
Yeah, we went off on a Trinity tangent, and then an American sports tangent, and then came back around at the end.
I'm always down to go on a Trinity tangent, though. She's great.